Coming to you right here at AIBC Asia. I'm Jenny Ortiz Bolivar, and with me is the country manager of a Philippine-based cryptocurrency exchange Coins.ph. Well, none other than Jen Bilango. Jen, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, Jenny. Always pleasure to be with our friends here at the AIBC.
You know what? I've seen Coins.ph grow, growing over the years because, I'm personally have witnessed how it transitioned to becoming, a cryptocurrency exchange. And you guys are onto your global expansion. Can you tell me an update on your European and Latin American license?
So we've announced it earlier this year that we'll not just be based here in the Philippines, although Philippines is our biggest market. So we've gained ground in Europe and Latin America. As for the updates, we have finalized our licenses in those countries. We're seeing some flows in Latin America, but we haven't publicly announced it yet. So for Latin America, we're doing OTC, so large trades with institutional clients. For Europe, we're finalizing some of the requirements to fully launch, but we have secured a license in Europe. Maybe Q3, we'll see. You'll see us have more presence in that area of the world.
So you'll announce it once you're really up and coming in those regions.
Yes.
So recently, Jen, of course, I've covered this as well. You've launched the Philippine Peso peg stablecoin that's called PHPC. And what's the update on that? Is it, available for retail now?
Yeah, so we've announced it a couple of weeks ago. We were the first entity, we were the first company to receive approval from our central bank to issue a Philippine Peso stablecoin for retail use, right? So, and for us, we have minted the contract address in one of the chains. We're looking at one or two more, but as we promised, it will be available for everyone by June, by this month. So in a couple of weeks' time, because we're just talking to where can you get it from, or where can you cash it in, where do you have to cash out, so on ramps and off ramps. But predominantly the response of the community has been great. Like, we were surprised how excited they were on a PHPC stablecoin, primarily for retail users for cross-border payments, international remittance. So it will be in a couple of weeks' time. We'll announce it, and it will be available in app, in our exchange, and even maybe some other markets as well. So we will be listed in other markets too.
So this is really going to be a game changer, for the digital finance in the Philippines. Jen, let's look at the bigger picture. I want to talk about blockchain. Where do you see the Philippines in terms of blockchain adoption?
Philippines has always been leading in terms of the number of users and in terms of percentage of adoption, not just in Asia but in the world, because of our demographics, right? That's the reason why we think penetration here will be good. And at the same time, we think that Filipinos are kind of internet native because we have a very young population across the world, right? We have about 20. Our median age is about 25. So it comes natural in terms of understanding digital payments on the internet, which by extension the main use case of crypto. And then we've seen it unfold in the last cycle, wherein Philippines has been the center of GameFi. As always, I think gaming will onboard more users into crypto. We're seeing more flows now from retail through gaming, but at the same time, it's funnily enough, institutional adoption is coming as well. We've been talking to a lot of our bank partners, wherein they're looking at, as a starting point, right, stable coins. And that's our way to get them introduced to crypto. And I think Philippines in general will always be the sandbox for Southeast Asia. A lot of European and American companies, like predominantly from the West or even North Asia, are looking into the Philippines as a way to test the market first before doing an Asia expansion. So for us, as a leading exchange here in the Philippines, we see and we're very excited to be part of that journey for a lot of these projects.
All right, well, Jen, before I let you go, we've talked about future licenses. upcoming, global expansion. We're talking about it. We talk about your stablecoin. What else can we look forward to from coins.ph?
There's a lot. So we'll do a rebrand. So we're not just going to be coins.ph because it doesn't travel well in other countries. So that's the first one. You'll see us offer more products. So actually this year, the stablecoin will be first, but here in the Philippines, you'll see us launch more product, primarily driven by getting the heads up from our regulators on some of these. Our users are asking us for a lot of the products that are available out there that they want to be part of coins. For our regional expansion, Europe will be the start. Latin America, our Australian exchange will also be up. We have good developments there. In Q3, you'll probably see us launch Coins Australia. We also are looking into spot futures, futures and options. Probably not yet here in the Philippines, but in other countries. We'll start off with that product first, right? So definitely, it's an exciting year. Obviously, we can feel the tide changing. We can feel the volumes coming up. So we're just here to kind of give what our users want and give them a great product user experience.
Right, and it's really like keeping the momentum going, right, Jen? Jen Bilango, coins.ph, thank you so much.